Today, we are zooming in on an exciting development from Midjourney, the latest updates to the style references feature. This is a game changer for anyone looking to harness the power of AI in their creative workflow. What is style references? It is a groundbreaking feature by Midjourney that lets you maintain a consistent aesthetic across your generated images by using reference photos. Whether you're aiming for a specific texture, color scheme, or overall vibe, Style Reference has got you covered. By simply appending a --sref to your prompt and including a URL to your chosen image, you can guide the AI to produce artwork that closely matches your desired style. This means more control and precision in your creative projects. I'm going to show you exactly what I mean by that. So, for the purposes of this video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a photograph of something that I have actually photographed. So I'm going to do is we're just going to take the image and put it over here, just drag and drop. And then what you would do is click on the open browser, then you copy that same image. Now that is exactly what sref is all about. So you're basically appending to your prompt. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to say a woman sitting on a bench, --sref, then I add this. So what would happen is now the style that is available in my image that I have photographed will show up consistently, only the style factor. For the character of thing, that is a whole different thing, which I've actually made a video of. You can go and check out on the top over here. You can check out on the character consistency. But here I'm just talking about these style references. So let's go ahead and see what happens when I click on enter. As we can see right over here, as mentioned, the precision control in the creativity based on the image that we have over here is clearly translating in the prompt. So I gave a very simple prompt, a woman sitting on a bench, --sref, and then the image. Now you can see that it does not fetch the character, but it fetched the color, it fetched the lighting style. I had a very harsh lighting when I had taken that photograph. So it takes that kind of an aesthetic and it translates into 4 different images. Now that is your style reference, but we have something more important and something fresh out of the bat, which is the latest updates that Midjourney has introduced. It is the two new algorithms for the style references, along with a versioning feature that allows for unprecedented customization and precision. As we can see over here, it is the different versions, that is the --SV, style version 1, style version 2, style version 3, style version 4. And in the updates, you can already see it saying that the original style reference algorithm we released with, the one that was default up until today, a new version of SV1 with better performance and more vibey than SV2, and a new version of SV2 with improved, that was default. The wording is a little bit more confusing, but we're going to actually dive into it. Also, they said that the latest version, style version algorithm, now default, is more precise and works for both Midjourney version 6 and Niji version 6. Jump back here and show you right into the action what it all means with the SV, the style versioning that Midjourney has introduced. So with our example that we have right over here, which is the woman sitting on a bench with the style reference from this image right over here, I am now going to be doing a style versioning. So how would that work? So if I go over here and then right next to this, I'm going to go --SV1. And you're going to see that this has created a SV version 1. So the version 1 is the original beloved for its intuition. So we can already see that it is a different variation as mentioned by Midjourney, but there is definitely a stylistic approach. It is still consistent with the original style of my photograph that I had taken, which is the base image, which we are styling the entire prompts for today, but it is also giving us a little bit more flexibility. However, there are a few things which are probably not doing as well, but I definitely see a lot of strength in a different perspective, in a different camera angle. Even though the prompt is really basic, the styling is what we are looking at. The first image over here already has a couple of anomalies here, but these two over here are pretty nice. Then, if we go and see the style version 2, the style version 2 is the previous default and it's known for reliability. I could see why this is known for reliability, and I would like to hear from you again from the comments down below. What do you think about which version do you think is actually better? Is it the style versioning 1, style versioning 2, style versioning 3, or style versioning 4 of this style reference image that I have done with the very simple prompt? So this is with the style versioning 2. and we can see how it is actually working out over here. As we can see that it is the one that was default until today. That is what Midjourney has also told us. So this was the default until the day of the announcement. This was also announced a whole week ago. Now we have the style versioning 3. Now the style versioning 3 is exactly what Midjourney has said. It takes the style versioning 1 and does a boost enhancement on it. I can see kind of that happening as well, but obviously there would have to be a little bit more of a tweak. I kind of still find, honestly, the style versioning 2 to be really nice for this specific one, but also the style versioning 4 is the latest and default and improved versioning of the style versioning 2, and even better performance. Again, the crux of the entire thing with the style versioning is that it is able to create different styles, which is also giving you more precision and control. So whether you're a fan of the classic algorithm or you're looking for the latest in an AI art generation, there is an option tailored just for you. And you know the best part? You can switch between the versions to find your perfect match. Because this is a very subjective thing. You might like the first version, you might like the fourth version, or you might like the second or the third. So it's a very subjective thing. But it's really opened up the scope just without having only to do with the style reference. It has opened up the scope of versioning it based on a new kind of algorithm, as mentioned in the update section. Furthermore, we can actually not just add one style reference, but we can add up to 3 style references. So the prompt we saw so far for all the style versioning was for this one image. Now I'm going to actually add 2 other images, and I'm going to show you how it will create a different style reference. So style reference in a sense is a style guide to be able to be more aesthetically and consistently precise with the control that you're able to have for the aesthetic that you want to follow for your images. Again, it could be for texture, it could be for the lighting, it could be for the outcome of the colors, it could be for any kind of thing that you want to precisely control. Now with that said, I'm going to be adding these 2 images which I have made, and again these 2 images are available to see on my Instagram. You can check it on the link below that I have for my Instagram. And so this image is on my Instagram, and then I have also this image over here. Again, the same procedure, you always go over here and just click on the open browser and you paste it over here. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to be taking in both of these. So I'm going to also take this one, and then we're going to be taking the same exact prompt. So I'm going to be taking the same exact prompt, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to re-roll it, and instead of having one, we're going to be having 2 separate versions. So we're going to be having 2 separate style references as mentioned. What do I mean? So we had the first style reference, now we have 2 more style references on top of that. So you don't have to add anything else, you already just have to have the dash sref, and then you add it in. And lo and behold, you have all these 3 images put together. So by doing so, now what is going to happen is up until the previous images with the style variations of 1, 2, and 3, and 4, we only had the influence of this image as the style reference. But moving forward, you're going to see an influence of these 2 images also coming in. Now you can also further tweak it if you want to with the weights. But we're not going to get into that now. We're going to be only looking at how this one also will be able to look if the style variations, which we just now saw for the previous one with 1 style reference prompt, if that would affect dramatically, and if there is a specific difference. Like we can see style variation 4 for the single prompt image, single style reference image, and the style variation 2, and the style variation 1, and the style variation 3. We can see all of them over here. Now here you can already see that these new ones are coming up over here, and directly from the get-go, while it is loading, I can already see that the colors have been taken from here. I can see a little bit of the tint, which is right from this image that I have over here. And I can see that I've also, so my prompt is also there. So a woman sitting on a bench, that has been there. But you can also see that it has done a very interesting mishmash of the 3, and it has tried to create something consistent. So that is where style reference is really very powerful. You can actually create your own kind of a style guide. Now, if we wanted to again do the same exact thing to have a style version, then we do --sv1. Again, we can see now I have all the images over here. So it is the style variation 2, the style variation 3, the style variation 1, and the style variation 4. So you can clearly see that with absolutely minimal prompting, if you really want to finesse the style, no pun intended, but if you really want to just finesse the control on the style, you can get by putting in the right kind of images and working with the kind of versioning you want. Again, the versioning preference is upon you, and you may like one version over the other because some of them definitely have a stronger look than the others. Version 1 and version 2 are more of the older ones, and the 3 and 4 are more of the newer one. And it's based off of the older version, but it's more enhanced, as Midjourney has also mentioned. And we can see for ourselves, this is the style version 1 for our new multi-prompt image, multi-style referenced image, and we can see the style version 3 over here. It is definitely giving us a whole lot more, and it's very interesting. And this is also a style version 4, and this is the style version 2. So there you have it. You can do it with a single image. You can also do it up to 3 images, or you can do it with 2 images. So it's 1 image, 2 images, or 3 images. You can have your own kind of a style guide. Now the possibilities are limitless. I showed you using a photograph, but you can use it for mockups, you can use it for a bunch of things. And you can also use just extracting the specific colors. Like I mentioned in the beginning of this video, style references are only to do mostly with the consistency and the precision of control. Whether it is the outcome, the texture, the lighting, it's not to do with the character, for which it is the character reference, which again, like I said, I have a video for that. You can go ahead and check that video. Also, I have like the whole playlist of Midjourney that'll be available. You can go and check that out, and I'm also updating that. And with that said, the world of AI art is constantly evolving, and Midjourney's style reference are just a tip of the iceberg. I encourage you to experiment and try for yourself. As you saw, this was a super simple way to actually see how the style reference and these new SV, the style versioning, works between the different images. It has to be worked with the style reference. So you need to have a style reference first. As we wrap up, remember that these updates are just the beginning, the tip of the iceberg. A year ago, we were in version 4, and now we are looking at on the horizon of version 7. The future of AI looks brighter than ever, and I'm so grateful that we are a part of this together. Don't forget to subscribe for more updates and tutorials and tech news. And also, if you like these videos, do feel free to like the video and also press on the bell icon so if you want to get notified. And I'm going to also see you in the next one. But before you go, you can again check out this video because YouTube thinks this video is something that you would want to watch. And you can also check out this video. This was my last uploaded video. You can check out this video. You can also check out this playlist right over there. This playlist is the Midjourney playlist that has old archived feedback about version 5, version 5.2, and it is also going to add these videos and more videos. So I'm going to be updating the Midjourney playlist. Also, again, if you want, you can also subscribe. And with that all said, I'm going to see you in the next one.